Hi all, this is Alison Duke, the Alison Duke Art. I'm going to try something a little different today. I've turned the camera around, so hopefully everything will be in shot. I've just had a bit of a practice with some pouring, so I thought today I'll just get stuck into it and do it, and it'll be a little bit quicker today. I haven't particularly got formulas. I tend to try and do the one for one and add enough water to make it runny. So if you can see that, it's pretty runny. I have some white, some black, some crimson, which is then, and they're not all the same paints. Montmartre, satin, crimson red, aqua, Jo Sonja's aqua. I have an amber, which is a global amber, and a very pale blue, which is also a global. So the white I'm using today is Deco white satin matte paint, silk matte paint from Deco, which is an Aldi paint. So I'll just get started. I have taped my canvas, it's an Araldo, and I have put the pins in. Just use a little bit more paint. I don't have a torch, so for the most part I will just hopefully pop them like that. Doesn't always work. So this one is the crimson. Beautiful teal blue, although it's called aqua in that particular series. This is the amber. And this is the very pale global. So I think what I'll do is just do that again with each, whoops, and just keep it going. At the end of the day, what works, works. This is my black. All this has in it is flow promoter and water. So I'm going to put a big dab of that. And I have a little bottle of white. It's just a little white paint, a little PVA, and some water. And it is fairly thin. Whoops, I can see everything going one way, so I'm guessing that the table's not quite straight. If you want everything perfect, you have to make sure your table's straight. Now I started this off on the last couple that I've done, and I've just blown it. Mm-hmm. Don't want to blow it too much because I will lose all the cells. So just take it slowly and start just moving it around the place. I have a feeling that the white is a little bit thick and it is not moving as much as the underneath. So I will just try and see if we can add a little bit more around the edges. Just so that'll move a little bit quicker. Add a little bit too much there, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll work. Just try and get that a little bit more off that way. I don't want to tip it too fast because of that black in the middle, but what I'm thinking is I will revert to my other little there. I'll just add the hairdryer. Putting my hand in front of the hairdryer and I'm just going to go from the middle here. Want to do too much because I really like the crimson in there. I may have already done a little bit too much. I am thinking I will put a little more white into the center and hopefully try and move that a little bit. And since it's already pretty much at the edges, I might then just leave it alone. A little bit dark in there for my liking. And I know that white is too thin, so I will just add a bit of Araldo white in the top of this and see if we can't thicken that up a little bit and pop it in the center again. Too thin, too thin. So one thing that happens when you're doing a pour is you don't always get a second chance to play with it. So if you don't like what you've got the first time, you might have to wait till it dries and try again. But being somebody who has the slightest bit of impatience, I will give it another go and see what we can come up with. Okay, now I'll just pour some of that again in the center. A little bit out to here, I think. A little bit that way. Okay, I'm going to do the hairdryer again, so we'll just see what happens. Okay, no, a little bit more blue. And a very tiny drop of black this time, not much. Where's my little bottle? Okay, let's see what happens. I think I have a bit of a mess on the table, but it's worth it if you like it in the end. Oh, I think I'll leave that there. Just leaving it there. Now let's have a look at these edges. Some of them aren't quite covered. There's enough paint on the sides to pick up and do the edges. Not be easier doing it with my fingers. Look at that. I'm loving that. Not quite sure what's happening here with the white. Looks a little bit like it might be cracking there or something. I hope not. I hope not. We can tip that off to the edge, maybe. Tip it a little bit back that way. Okay, there we go. Now I'll just show you the ones that I did earlier for a practice run. This one I did. That was the first go. So that's on a previously coated canvas. I just thought, well, I'll redo it and try it again, see if I liked it, which I do. And then this one, now this has a lot of paint on, but it's quite interesting. There's lots of little speckles in it, and I didn't purposely put them there. So I'm not quite sure how they got there or what I did to get them there. So, but I do really like that one as well. So I'll have to let them all dry now, leave them till tomorrow, and see what they look like tomorrow. Okay, Alison Duke Art. If you like them, just press the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Okay, thank you. See you again.